Sick. All right, let's see how this goes. Hopefully the audio is pretty good, but I guess I won't know until people start rolling in. Garrett Wells, hello. What up? So I decided to try. YouTube now has integrated live streaming directly from their website, whereas before you had to use a broadcaster or go mobile. So figured I'd give it a shot. I was going to use the desktop, but decided to use the laptop because then you could see the stuff on my wall and not complain about me having blank walls. But the audio should be pretty good. Rocking the Samsung CO1U Pro. Not often that I get to have the opportunity to use that on a live stream. Let's give it a go mobile. I live stream on mobile all the time. I've never done it. I think I have done it from my laptop once, actually. Because I have OBS Broadcaster on here, so I must have had a reason to put it on. Make sure you guys are pressing the like button as you step in. But I got some pretty sick news. Do it from KFC with Ross. Oh, yeah. The chicken live stream. It's been a long time since we did that. Last time we did that, the 240 wasn't boosted. But anyway, I got approved for Amazon merch, which is really, really sick. It's an invite-only platform through Amazon. It's kind of like Teespring, but all the T-shirts are made and fulfilled by Amazon, and they qualify for Prime shipping. So if you have Amazon Prime, I will have merch soon that you can buy and have in 2 days. So that's pretty sick. I'm trying to come up with some new designs for it. I have one that's like the silhouette of the Steve as it is with the flag on the new shirts, which are also available at Teespring right now. But it's just the breast logo, like pocket area, and that's it. And it'd be like 18 or 19 bucks, but that's with free Prime shipping, which is nuts. So I'm pretty pumped. Can you get coilovers for Volvos? I'm working on that at the moment. Yeah. Kaplan Hanke is a really cool company. The dude's name is Ben Kaplan, who runs the company, fabricates everything. He makes prefabricated coilovers, and the problem with Volvos is that the spindle is part of the strut. So you have to cut it off and weld on like new piece of the strut or grind down a piece of the strut so you can slide coilover sleeves over it. Cut what? The springs? Mine are already cut. Ross's are already cut too. Do you know where all the YouTubers get all those songs? They all play the same stuff. You need your band's music there. A lot of it's the YouTube audio library or like Chuki Beats or no copyright sounds on YouTube. Most of that stuff is where I get a lot of stuff I play in my videos as well. But yeah, so new merch coming soon through Amazon. Saw a Mark II Jetta. Thing was so awesome because the factory wing on it is big. You're probably thinking of a Mark III, honestly. But anyway, yeah. So I was initially going to go with Kaplan Hanke. However, BC Racing sells a setup that you have to cut and weld on. And I know if I asked nicely, Charles would help me out with that. So how's the mic level, by the way? Is that working out all right? It's showing like one green dot. I don't know what this means. I'm just trying to live stream here. What's your opinion on Stance cars? Well, I did just go to Stance Wars. I like them. Ross looks like he would Ross a Sunfire. I like Stance cars to an extent, I should say. There's definitely lines that can be crossed. But for the most part, they're pretty all right. Would I build one? The Rabbit's probably as close to Stance as any of my cars would get. Why not get GCs with shifts? I want to Stance an older Pontiac Grand Am. That'd be interesting. But yeah, so here we are. The integrated live stream is actually super nice because it was always a pain to see like count and keep up with the chat and everything when you were using OBS Studio. It's really nice now. It's more like the mobile platform where just up in the left corner, it tells you how long you've been streaming, how many people are in here, how many likes you have, and how much money through Super Chat you get and everything. Pretty sick. Thanks, YouTube. First name, last name. I'm late. You are late. You didn't even fist. But speaking of Mark II Volkswagens, there might be another one of those soon. I won't talk too much about that. Yeah, I'll leave it. Actually, I need to send someone a message pertaining to that very thing. But hold on. Coming Sway Mark II. I assume you mean come and swap. No. How was your day today? Sick. Thanks for asking. Just went to work and then came here and cleaned my room, actually, for the first time. I think the computer desk is cleaner than it's probably been since I moved here. You should live stream the band's gigs on the band's channel. Actually, we've talked about that. Oh, that's cool. Some sort of splinter. I think we might do that. Our next gig is actually next week with band I found because of DJ, actually, from More Skids. Band's called Choke the Pope. We're playing a show with them here in Idaho on the 21st. And they're really, really cool. We used to cover one of their songs, actually. But they're, like, hands down one of my favorite bands. So getting to play a show with them is really, really cool. They're horrendously underrated. They're smaller on Spotify than we are, which is insane to me. Damn, that's gnarly. I think that's metal. That's pretty sick. Because, working on the Steve and stuff video is going to come tomorrow. New Steve t-shirts are already out at teespring.com/turbosteve. They're pretty sick. Chris and Cars. Chris, how many times are you going to change your YouTube channel name? How are your shout-outs supposed to remain pertinent if you change it every fucking 2 days? Ooh, God, that's in there. Give me a second here. Might have to get the X-Acto knife out, but every time I do that, I cut myself way worse than a splinter would be. It's the lesser of two evils. I'll worry about this later. It's at a house. Look it up on Facebook. Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty sick. We're actually tour. We're supposed to be going on another tour this summer. Believe the intended route right now is Salt Lake City, Denver, Colorado, Wichita, Kansas, St. Louis, then Chicago, then Colorado Springs. Post the link in the chat because I'm not sure what wing you're talking about. I want to play a show in Dallas, but as of now, we're not planning on it. I do want to go to Dallas. I like Dallas, and I want to go see all my peeps in Houston, too. I'm going to look up that festival, though. It says you can't send web addresses. Just email it to me. CurseForeverHelp@gmail.com. Yeah. I realize a lot of people can't understand what I'm saying when I say that. Someone's like, what's the email address? Like, what do you mean? It's cursoriverhelp@gmail.com. And then I realized I mumble pretty much every goddamn word I've ever said in my life. So, first car front wheel drive or Volvo rear wheel drive? Are you asking what you should get or what mine was? Yes, I will show. There you go. First name, last name, typed it out. Another moderator just handled this. Wait, who else is here? I don't think any of my moderators are on right now. Oh, this is the best part of it being integrated, though. Boom. I don't have to close it or go to a different web page to type in the chat. I can just type in the chat. McLean Thompson, what up, dude? I don't know how long I want to sit here and just stare down at the screen, but yes, it's a beautiful thing to be able to just go straight to the chat. If you got a massive sponsor, would you stance one of your cars? I was actually tossing around the idea because Stance Wars does a air ride limbo competition every year. Thought it'd be pretty hilarious to get someone that isn't Airlift Performance, because that's who sponsors it, to send me an air ride kit for my Miata, bag it, and then take it to Stance Wars specifically to win that competition, win the competition, get the free air ride system, put it on eBay, and then take it off air ride. Civic or Volvo if I'm trying to have fun? Volvo if you're trying to drift. If you're trying to have fun by way of a car that you can beat the living hell out of. Actually, I was going to say like more towards Honda, but like it's not really a sustainable difference, is there? Charles rolled a Volvo and it sat upside down for an hour and it still started. I'm the kid that had the red 240 wagon. Now I have an 05 S60 T5 manual. 240 is still for sale. God, I don't need to buy more things. We haven't even moved into the new place with all this space I've been telling you about, and I've already pretty much committed to bringing 3 more cars over there. So, how do you find Volvo listings? Do you look through Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and other sites? Yeah, Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace are especially the ones you want to look for. But actually, Let Go, too. For some reason, Volvos pop up on Let Go fairly consistently. Civic is fun if it's VTEC. VTEC's not that special. Also driven a 740 turbo. It was great. Now you're on to something. If you're a Canadian boy, you best be on that Kijiji. Yeah, I've been looking at plenty of cars on that, believe you me. I got to finish the Porsche swap and sell that so I can buy something cool. What's the best car to buy for less than $1,000 to make a profit on? Anything with a Honda badge on it. Even by way of buying it for $300 and parting it out. Or a Miata, if you can find a Miata to part out for like less than $1,000. I think we paid $600 for ours. The parts are worth their weight in gold for some reason. A car to make money off of is Kia. You should be scooping Canadian cars because you have that 30% exchange rate. I know. I almost bought a JDM Celica GT4 not too long ago, but the bank wasn't having it being in Canada and from Japan. So if that's still around by the time I finish the 944 swap and sell that, I'm picking that up. Right-hand drive, 3S GTE, good stuff. You're going to sell the Porsche. Why are you going to swap it? Because an LS works. Besides, I can pull the Porsche engine out, sell that for a reasonable amount, probably. Do the LS swap, and then you realize on 944 you have to change the timing belt every 40,000 miles. It's ridiculous, and it's slow, and it makes no power. The rear end can handle stock like 5.3 power even on the base 944s, so it's a fun car. It'll be unique and worth a little bit more, probably, honestly, than a 944 in the condition. Are you still looking for an 8086? Not really. Like, if one comes up really cheap, maybe, but you're not going to make your money back. Yeah, I will. For the price of the car and the swap and the engine, it's going to be less than $2,500. So I promise you, whether I take a trade or sell it for cash, I will get that back out of it. Porsche equals enthusiasts willing to look for parts to keep their 944s up and running. Yes. As in parts I will take out of my car and sell to them and put an LS in it. And actually, a small block carbureted swap 944 just sold here. It wasn't even that good condition for $3,300. Yo, did you move yet? I've been busy, haven't been keeping up. No, not yet. We were supposed to move on April 1st, but that all fell apart. What kind of shoes you wearing? Strange question. Oh, Chuck Taylor's. I usually don't do the high tops, but went for it this time. Any more progress on the Steve? Yes. People need to chill out with that, though. You guys know it takes us 9 months to do things. You should be happy we got as far as we did in a week. Braden has large feet. Yeah, I wear 15s. Challenge shooting into a 944 burnout. No. See, I'm putting the LS in it, driving it around for a minute, make sure it works, and then selling it before I get reckless and break it. What size feet's 15? How was the tour? Good. It was a long time ago. November. For real 15s, yes. If I like my Miata and everything about it, but I'm 6'3", what should I sell it and buy? I don't know. Celica All-Track? Braden is 6'3" and rives a Miata. Good job, Chris. Yep, 6'3", no interior modification at all. Stock seats, stock wheels, stock door trims, everything. '95 240SX S14 running for sale without drift tags. Got posted 8 hours ago on Craigslist. Buy it and then sell it for like $5,000 more than you paid for it. I'd buy an S14 if it was cheap, but I probably wouldn't keep it very long. NBs seem smaller inside. Yeah, NA8s actually. The driver's seat is about the same. but the passenger seat of an NA8 is closer to the dash because the ECU is behind the seat. I don't know if it's just because I knew that fact, but when I was driving our NA8 back from Mountain Home, it seemed really small. Should I turn my 8.6 Alpha Spider into a drift car? Yeah, sure. What's causing your Miata to be a vape god? Pretty sure valve stem seals. I don't know for sure. When will we see the Porsche? Hopefully end of April, beginning May. I'll go get it. 6A, I've driven all genres of Miata. Genres? What am I talking about? All gens of Miata. NC biggest, NB and NA are the same. ND is super small. I've wondered about that because S2000s are a lot smaller on the inside than you'd think. Also, we're at 29 people and 17 likes, so hit the like button. Good stuff, Braden. Really appreciate the work you put in for the channel. We need more videos. I'll tell Brennan, but I appreciate the kindness. My shoulder hits the roof on ND Miata fine in North Carolina and cramp up in other two. I really just read NC as North Carolina. I don't know why that happened. I'm out of my mind. I'm losing it, dog. S2000 are overpriced AF. They're dope cars, but not worth the money for what they are. I know. Here comes the blasphemy and pitchforks. Jason, I'm telling Jason. I live in North Carolina. I wish I owned an NC Miata. Yeah, that'd be perfect, honestly. You need to get a Cavalier and what? V8 swap it. Like, I don't even want to imagine the nuisance, but I don't even want to imagine the nuisance of buying a Chevy Cavalier. Anyone asked Braden if he was going to have a meet soon? We just did one in Vegas. It was pretty baller. I don't really have one planned locally, but we can. One Miata I sat on ND not so long ago. It wasn't super uncomfortable. Got any D21s in Boise? Nope. You ever going to try Colorado? We will be there on tour this summer. It'd be cool to just go there to hang out too. I want to go shoot the shit with Boosted Boys, but they don't answer me. So, well, I've only tried to contact them one time, and it was like a year ago, but they didn't answer me that time, so I'm pissed. Do they not know who I am? All right. Any East Coast plans? Not much more than go to the East Coast at some point in my life. Boosted Boys are too cool, Chris. B is for Bill. Chris answers me. Jason. James. Name drop 4. Any Seattle plans? Not especially. Brennan was talking about potentially going to Stance Wars Seattle, which could be cool. My band wants to go over there and play with Choke the Pope. You want to come up to my cottage in Muskoka, Ontario? You're welcome. Dan, that'd be sick. Ontario's like central North America, though, isn't it? It's probably like a 25-hour drive. Oh, yeah. That calendar's from year 2016, but I haven't taken it down because there's sick shit in it. Central Eastern. Yeah, it's probably a ways away. The people who built the Soot Salon, the 4BT Come and Swap Miata, told me I could come drive and do a video if I wanted, but it was like a 37-hour drive. Even their car that was in BC, they told me I could come drive their 2JZ swapped R34 Skyline. And that was in British Columbia, but that was still also like 26-hour drive. Who uses a paper calendar? Well, not me, because it's from 2016. But it's got sick pictures in it. There's one that's like Mark 1 production line, and there's like one dangling from this claw. It's pretty sick. Oh, I want to drive my rabbit. But I am afraid to build the engine. If you're on the way to the East Coast, my buddy has a 350 horsepower A4, an S13, and my bro's Celica Supra. Just if you're on the way to the East, make a stop. Where are you at? The purple one is sick. Yeah, that rabbit was crazy. That thing had a chopped floor pan and raised 2 inches, and he had the strut towers raised and push in. So he go like the pedals were like this far off the ground. It was nuts. What car of yours has the most miles on it? Probably the Miata. Well, the rabbit's hard to tell. The rabbit could have 340,000 miles on it, but it's only a 5-digit odometer, so it could have rolled over once or twice or 3 times. I know for sure the Miata has 231,000 miles. Everything with putting 1.8T in the rabbit briefly, but nah. Putting the 16-valve 2-liter from Mark II GTI or GLI in it. Can you drive my 600 horsepower 89 Camaro? Sure. You got a low mileage Volvo? Yeah, my 740 only has 160,000 miles on it. Where's the sexy man Ross? He worked like 14 hours today, so he might be asleep. Can I drive your grandma's 80 horsepower Yaris? I don't know. I've heard those things are pretty gnarly. Low mileage relative to most Volvos, yeah. Ross's all have 300,000. Brennan's has almost 400,000 on it. Suzu Impulse Turbo with 140K. That's pretty wild. You have 3 of them? I can't even think of what that looks like. I'm Googling it. That's pretty rad, actually. Kind of looks like a Scirocco. Well, add that to the list of cars I need to buy. Will I see you at Magic Valley this year? Yeah, I was there at the last event, and once we moved to our new place, I got to pull the engine out of the Volvo. I got new gaskets, like every gasket for the engine, new clutch, water pump, timing belt. Got to run through all that. What up? We got a Corolla with 240,000 miles. That's true. You do have that. Oh, yeah. Ryan was going to bring me money for the Steve shirts tonight. I think he forgot. I have to ask him now, or I will forget to get money from him. I'll forget I owe or people owe me like $150. Do another collab with Engineering Explained. I will soon. Once we move into the new place, I'm doing a video with him. It's gonna be a podcast video though, so only 6 of you are gonna watch it. If If you have a local meet in the summer, I might bring it down. I'm waiting on the engine to get back from the machine shop. Bye, playing video games now. All right, see you, Chris. I'll watch if I'm off work. Well, I mean, it's not going to be live. See, Marcus from the OG had a garage, got a YouTube channel now, works at HP Logic. Yeah, that's pretty baller. I want to buy a car from HP Logic. I want to sell like a GT4, damn it. I don't even need it to be right-hand drive. I'll take an all-track turbo. I just want one really bad. It's been building up inside me. These things are sick. Just like a Volvo, you can just throw a boost controller on it, add some extra boost and go faster, not hurt anything. They're sick. Imagine the Steve on bags. God, that would be such a nightmare to work that out. Nobody makes anything aftermarket for that car. It's absurd. Almost got to sell like a base model, but the price is too high of a dealer. Sucks ass. There's one for sale on Voice Craigslist. Yeah, I know. The one in Twin Falls. Yeah, that thing's sick. He has an ST185 as well. It's like 15 grand because it's got a built 3S GTE and like fresh, like $6,000 pearl white paint job. It's crazy. Thing is really, really cool. Rolled an 85 Celica GTS in high school. Good job. Nissan S12 200SXs are dope. Yeah, Brennan just bought a Nils. I was going to buy it, but I was at work when a Nil was messaging people about it, so I had to miss out. $300 for a turbo S12. I'm still pretty butthurt about it. To make aftermarket stuff for the Steve, it's called a Sawzall and Welder. Yeah, we've been doing that for a while. It is called a Kia Pride or a Mazda 200. I don't know. But yeah, there's one company that makes coilovers for it, and they're based in the UK, and the equivalent before shipping to the US is like $1,400. Why not drift the Miata? Open diff. I need it for work, and it's just lame. I just need to finish the Volvo. It's not going to be that bad. We've taken engines in and out of Volvos so many times at this point that all I got to do is pop it out, put the new stuff on, and go. Will you weld my diff, please? I probably shouldn't, but talk to Charles. What's your band name? Whippin' Shitties. Would a $150 Miata be worth it if I had the chance to buy one? Only thing wrong with it is rust and trans slips. Yes, it's worth it. Is it automatic? That's weird that it slips. And yeah, buy it and tear it apart. When are you gonna make the Volvo faster? Doesn't need to be faster. How much do you think it costs to have the diff on my Volvo welded? It depends on who does it. Some people will charge like $50. Some people charge like $100. Want to help me get my harmonic on my '89 Mercury Cougar XR7? Not really. Rabbit engine. What about it? It's in my garage. If that helps. What do you think of Ford Taurus shows? I want a Taurus show. I tried to get my sister to buy one when she was shopping for a car a couple weeks ago. It was the 3rd gen one with the Yamaha V8. What up, Ryan? I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just don't know if it's been tuned. Yeah, it's been tuned. It's on 18 pounds right now. I got some really cool stuff coming regarding the turbo. It's going to be really, really sick. Gotta change the feed setup and stuff too. How about a Shogun? We've talked about how sick it would be to make the Steve into one of those, but can't even imagine the amount of work required for that to happen. Garrett Turbo? Nope. eBay for life. I'm probably going to run the exhaust out of the hood too. Might be working a rally soon, so I can plug in on parts. Oh, hell yeah. That would be dope. Getting diff welded on SN95 sucks. I either have to pull axles and pull it out and take it to a welder. I may be in a similar boat soon. I'll leave it at that. eBay Turbo Booster Boys has appeals to me. Yeah, I see. I was never against the eBay Turbo in the first place, but after watching Booster Boys, I was for sure like, all right, I'm buying one of these. So you can trust it, which I know it's pretty subjective, and you may be able to trust it, you may be able to not trust it, but at least with my engine, it costs $100 to replace it if it blows up. Ross is doing some turbo stuff too to the wagon. Gotta go. My brother's blues engine down the road trying to boost it up the hill. Oh, Jesus. All right, well, good luck with that. Have a good one. Keep in mind how often they rebuild engines over there. Still leery about the longevity of cheap turbos. Well, my Volvo is serving as a test bed in that case. Kyle from Booster Boys has been running the same eBay turbo for like 2 years, though. But I've never... oh, by the way, go to luckyclubus.com. Josh started this cool blog website. Go check that out. But like I told him when he was talking to me about my car for that, I've never started the Volvo with the intent to drive it nicely. So that car is just kind of a living enigma. If you properly maintain them and don't abuse them, they work fine. Well, see, that's the problem, is I fully intend to abuse it for the entire span of its life. So we'll see. Already saw it from Facebook. Sick. But yeah. Yeah, gay as fuck. Quite YouTube. Okay. Gonna be at eBay boosting my SC300, but has a W58. Yeah. I mean, good luck with that. Those transmissions are pretty glass. Where's the Porsche at? It is in Salt Lake City. While I'm down there, I'm going to try and hook up with James, the Stradman. So I want to ride in the R8. As a lot of you guys may know, I've ridden in his Gallardo. But I really want to ride in the R8. Things sounds nuts now. How does that Mitsubishi survive? Last eBay turbo I got lasted all of 3 months daily driving. It wasn't easy in a big turbo car. You're not supposed to. Yeah, abusing turbo in my mind is boosting while cold and shutting off while hot. Yeah, okay. I feel that. I definitely warm it up and cool it down. Never change the oil. Joke's on you. I don't have to change the Volvo's oil because it gets new oil every day when it leaks it all out every time I drive it. More likes than views. True. Just subscribed. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. I'm actually probably going to leave this live stream up because nothing incredibly offensive has been said. I just found you today while looking for your Mega Squirt videos. What are some of your favorite videos? Ooh, that's hard. Well, the one where we blow up the Honda is definitely a classic. We threw the rod through the block. My first drift event was a fun one. Some of my favorite videos have been ones we've posted since getting to know Charles. Like him rolling the Volvo. Death cart, almost crashed the death cart. That was a fun one. I don't know. It's hard to pick and choose some of my favorite videos because a lot of them have been super, super fun. What are your budget, or are you budget wiring specialties for pre-1988 Volvos? I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but if your wiring's bad, Mega Squirt it. What's your favorite car that you've had? Does that imply one I don't have anymore? Because if that's the case, I'm going to say the Audi, my B5A4 1.8 turbo. It was Brillant Gel, which is just factory obnoxious bright yellow. It is a KO4. Pretty cool car. Because you did the wiring in your white Volvo. Oh, yeah, that's all Mega Squirt harness. What's your job? I'm a delivery driver. But as far as cars I still own or have owned, my favorite's still the Rabbit. When you're buying another B5A4, I don't know. Honestly, I have too many cars right now, too many cars on the hook that I will have within the next few months. Too many cars I want to buy, including an A4. So definitely on the list for things like big investment cars, assembly line coming in that aren't like expensive or even me paying for them in certain cases. We'll see. But definitely my next big purchase, like Miata scale purchase, is going to be an all-track for sure. I really want one. What's your dream car? Spiker C8 Aileron, 2009. Weird car, built by the Dutch. Looks like an airplane on the inside, mid-engine, super light, Audi 4.2. Cool. Want to Mega Squirt mine? I've watched your videos. Is there anything special I need other than the Yoshi Fab TBS thing? You need that. Intake air temp sensor. Make sure when you have your Mega Squirt board built, they set it up for a hall sensor. The hall sensor wiring is a little funky. So, I mean, if you get down to doing it, like you look at it, okay, you built it, sick. The hall sensor wiring, it's weird because when you cut open the factory wire, the shielded wire that like wraps around the two wires inside the sheathing or whatever you want to call it is actually what you wire the ground to. What's the best engine for the A4? 1.8 turbo AEB. Those things are damn near bulletproof. Favorite videos when you murder. Honest with you, I'm not as afraid of it as I used to be, but I still wouldn't get excited to do it. I am excited to do it on the Rabbit, but that's just because it's the Rabbit. I want to drive it. It's going to be stupid. Have you heard about the new engine Spiker's using for the current C8? I know they were using a supercharged Audi 4.2, but I don't know what they have now. I haven't been following them too much. I just know I want that car because like I wanted to be an aerospace engineer. I love airplanes. And when we lived in Houston, there's a Spiker dealership there. And we drove by and I was like, I think I saw that name on Top Gear. It's like an expensive car, so I convinced my parents to stop. They had one in the showroom, and I was like, yeah, I need that. Do you know how Megasquirt injector wiring works? I think it only has 4 outputs, but you can wire them to run for 2 V8 engines. It's 2 outputs actually, and you can run up to 16 cylinders. Megasquirt injectors just batch fire, so they all spray at once, and it's up to your valves opening to determine the fuel goes to the right place at the right time. So, yeah, you take the 2 outputs. One's one bank of injectors, one's the other bank of injectors. I set it up with 2 injectors on each bank, and you just wire them in series. AE86 SR5 4AC turbo, good idea or no? Good luck. Should I turbo my stock motor and see how long it'll last? If you have a different car to drive. That makes it easy. Thanks for the info. Yep. No problem. 2 V8s in the death taxi. No, not even. But I did think it was interesting that you can run up to 16 cylinders. If I had like millions of dollars, I would buy I would definitely buy a Bugatti Veyron and Megasquirt it just to say that I did. And then post on like the forums like, oh, does anyone have a base map for W16? It's a Koenigsegg 5-liter V8 engine without the turbo and slightly detuned. That is wild. Do you think my B230F will handle boost okay with 274,000 miles on a no rebuild? Yep. Should be fine. Hope you saw my Instagram spam a couple of days ago. I did. I think you're referring to liking all my stuff. If that's the case, yes, thank you. How far should I aim to push it, you think? I'd go like 8 pounds at first, see how it handles it, and then kind of roll from there. Shout out this dude with all my stickers on his PC. Oh, he's got the Minty sticker, dude. That's a throwback. I forgot about that. I sent Orion a message and I was like, yo, do you care if I just send all my Patreon supporters stickers that say Minty? Like the same font and just end in a period just like it. He was like, yeah, dude, whatever. Go for it. Nitrous the Excursion, I assume is what you mean? Nah. Didn't Ross have a plus T on NA ECM? Yes. Stock ECU, stock injectors, stock tune, maps run inline. It's not faster. It feels the same. It just sounds boosted now. You or Ross should have a Toyota Previa project mid-engine minivan. Actually, if you go watch the drift video I posted not too long ago, there's a guy who drifts them, and it ran. Yeah, it runs fine. It doesn't act weird. It's just not faster. Your opinion on M336? I like them. I really want a 325 or 328. I almost bought a 325 instead of my Audi a long time ago. The guy who drifts the auto Previa Magic is nuts. He really is. He had zero regard for safety. Thing looks like it's going to flip on every corner. I've seen him blow tires into pieces twice now. He just doesn't care, and it's awesome. His name's Dennis. Really, really nice guy. Got E36 seats in my Volvo. I think I'm going to get bucket seat for my Volvo, honestly. Have you done the accumulator mod? If so, was it worth it? Mine's manual. Hey, were you ever check out the 2010 hearse? But yeah, the lifted 6x6 hearse, that thing was wild. Hopefully someone gets footage of him crashing. Who, Dennis with the Previa? I'm sure he's crashed it many times. He doesn't care. Is Privy the supercharged model? It is not. Said it before in a few videos, but I think it's awesome you guys are Idaho based. Hell yeah, dude. I see your comments all the time. Get the seats the Matt Farah calls the what did he say? Can't remember how he put it, but it's like the Sparko, the biggest ones they make. He like called them fat guy friendly or something like that. I can't remember how he worded it. It's her level wall tape. Oh, I see what you're saying. In Japan, saw the preview. It was super cool and sporty. And then I saw it said supercharged in the back. Yeah, it's crazy. They also have turbo diesel 4-wheel drive ones. Like, what even like provoked that? I can't imagine there's another car that's similar. They're like, oh, well, they built this, so we need to. When will Jasmine drift again? Hopefully the next drift event. Unfortunately, Boise Drift was only able to schedule like 4 events this year, so I've got like 2.5 months to get it done, and it shouldn't take me more than a few days. Want a manual swap my 940? Colton from Drifts and Lifts had a manual swapped one. All right, guys. Well, this has been super fun. Thank you for all the questions and the likes and everything. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I'm going to leave this live stream up because I've deleted every single one I've done for like the past months and months. So, but yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll have to stream more directly from the laptop considering how well this works. I think we're going to try and bring back the Friday night live streams. Tomorrow night, actually, we'll be working on the Miata, so that might be possible. So, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you had a good time. Peace out.